Hello students, welcome to the session Globalization. The learning objectives of the lesson. This chapter enables us to understand about globalization in the context of the foreign trade and investment. The main objective of globalization is to increase the international trade and improve the status of various underdeveloped nations by giving a chance to showcase their goods and services in the global market. It even increases the cultural relations among the nations across the world. What are the new terms used in the lesson? Globalization. It refers to the integration of the domestic economy with the economies of the world. An MNC is a company that owns and controls production in more than one nation. What's a foreign investment? It's an investment made by the MNCs. What's an investment? The money that is used to assemble the factors of production such as land, buildings, machinery, etc. are called investments. Special economic zones or the SEZs are the industrial zones being set up by the central and the state governments in different parts of the country. SEZs are to have world-class facilities such as electricity, water, roads, transport, storage, recreational and educational facilities. Companies who set up production units in SEZs are exempted from taxes for an initial period of 5 years. SEZs thus help to attract the foreign companies to invest in our country. Liberalization means the removal of the barriers and the restrictions set by the government on foreign trade. Government use trade barriers to increase or decrease or regulate the foreign trade to protect the domestic industries from the foreign companies. Example, tax on imports. Around 1991, Government of India adopted the policy of liberalization. What is WTO or the World Trade Organization? It all started at an initiative of the developed countries, and its main objective is to liberalize the international trade. Privatization means transfer of ownership of property from public sector to the private sector. The BPOs or the business process outsourcing is the contracting of non-primary business activities and functions to a third-party service provider. What's a foreign trade? The trade or buying and selling activities among the different countries are called the foreign trade. Export is nothing but selling of goods or services to any foreign country. Import is buying of goods or services from the rest of the world. In all this, what do I mean by globalization? How did it all start? The phenomenon of globalization began in a primitive form when humans first settled into different areas of the world. However, it has shown a rather steady and rapid progress in the recent times and has become an international dynamic which, due to technological advancements, has increased in speed and scale, so that countries in all the 5 continents have been affected and engaged. Imagine a small village where all are free to come and sell their products in the market at whatever price they desire. There are no limitations on control of the products or the prices. This is a globalized trade. Anyone in general context referring to any country that can participate to set up, acquire, merge industries, invest in equity and shares, sell their products and services in the country is known as globalization. But how does globalization work? What are its effects on the Indian economy? It is the process of rapid integration or interconnection between the countries which is called as globalization. How does this interlinking production across the countries happen? In general, MNCs set up production where it is close to the markets, where there is skilled and unskilled labor available at low cost and where the availability of other factories of production is assured. The money that is spent to buy assets such as land, building, machines and other equipments are called investment. The investment made by the MNCs is called the foreign investment. The benefit to the local company of such joint production is twofold. MNC can provide money for additional investments like buying new machines for faster production. MNCs might bring with them the latest technology for production. How? By setting up partnership with the local companies, by using the local companies for supplies, by closely competing with the local companies or buying them up. MNCs set up production jointly with local companies, which benefits local companies in different ways. Firstly, MNCs can provide money for additional investments like buying new machines for faster production. Secondly, MNCs might bring with them the latest technology for production. What are the ways of interconnections? Spreading production across the countries, interlinking production by setting up production centers in different countries, joint production of MNCs with domestic companies, and free trade among the countries. For example, if we have the production of a mobile phone, it is assembled in India and China, but the technology is developed in US, headquarters and control is done by the Finland, software by Microsoft in India and US, and the hardware is done in China, assembled in India, and it is given to all parts of the world. The interlinking of the production across the companies happen with different parts within the countries in the complete world. And what could have been the trade history of globalization? Various trade routes connecting India and South Asia to the markets both in the East and West, and extensive trade took place along these routes. It was trading interest which attracted various trading companies such as the East India Company to India. What is economic globalization? It is a process of rapid integration or interconnection of investments, production, distribution, employment and trade among the different parts of the world. What could have been the benefit by spreading production, or why is it we spread production throughout the world? First, the quality and the cheap labor, low cost of production, wider markets throughout, better quality of material, final production near the market, and many more. What could be the benefit of interlinking production for the MNCs? Standard of the products produced strictly as per the demand of the customer. As the goods are produced and sold in one country, the cost of production is less and hence can sell at a lower price. Better consumer response as the goods is produced in their locality. And what could be the benefit of interlinking production for the domestic countries? It increases employment opportunities for all the people of the domestic country. It brings foreign capital and helps in expansion of foreign exchange or the foreign currency reserves. It helps in utilization of unused resources. Customers get better quality products at a comparatively lower price. Increase in countries' revenue by way of tax. What is integration of market? It refers to export and import of goods and services among the countries. What is market integration? It is between the different countries. And what could be the benefit by the market integration? The better quality products, optimum utilization of the resources, wider market for the producers, wider choice and lower price, access to product produced in any place of the world, and harmony among the countries. So, quickly, let's recap. What's globalization? A large part of the foreign trade is controlled by the MNCs. A result of greater foreign trade has been greater integration of production and markets across the countries. Globalization is a process of rapid integration or interconnection between the countries. MNCs are playing a major role in globalization process. More and more goods and services, investment and technology are moving between the countries. So that's the end of the session 1 of globalization. I'll catch you all up in the second session of globalization. Thank you.